Hey y'all, and welcome back to A Complete Vibe. So over here we discuss things like manifestation tips, confidence tips, personal development, just things you can do to become a better version of yourself. So today I want to talk about how to heal the inner child in you. It wasn't that long ago, me and my therapist did this method or this technique, and it really did help me. It was a lot more emotional for me than I first thought it would be, but it was really easy to do, and I'm gonna walk you guys through it so you can do it too, so we can get on the journey of becoming better individuals. And so yeah, let's get started. So it's a very simple and easy technique. What you do, you get in a quiet space, you go somewhere that you won't be bothered for a few minutes. And also, before I start, if this doesn't work the first time, or if you're having a hard time trying to get to the place mentally you need to get to, it's okay, try it again. This was easy for me because I'm a visual learner. Like, if you tell me a story like, girl, I went to the mailbox and I slid on the ice and my robe busted wide open and my neighbor was standing there looking at me, like, my mind automatically turns that into like a picture or like a movie scene. So that's why anytime it comes like any type of visualization, this method, healing your inner child or doing any type of manifestation, it's easy for me because I'm a visual person. So like I said, if you don't get this the first time, it's okay. Keep trying until you get it. You can get there. I promise you, you can. Okay, so boom. You get to a quiet space. You go somewhere where you can be alone for a few minutes by yourself. Even if that means, you know, you having to go sit in your car, go do that. If you got to go get in your closet, go do that. Just get in a quiet space. Okay, so you get in your quiet space, you close your eyes. And what you are going to imagine is your younger self sitting on the bench by yourself, nobody else. You're sitting on the bench by yourself. And the more details you can give yourself, the better. For me, when I was sitting on the bench, I had on my favorite little purple shirt. I had my hair in my pigtails because I used to love to wear my hair like that. And this was maybe like 3rd or 4th grade version of me. And, you know, I had my little outfit on. I had my cute little chunky sneakers on and my thick socks, you know, that you got to scrunch up. And I used to love to play. I used to love Play-Doh. Like, I was obsessed with Play-Doh. I love how it smelled. I love how it felt in my hands. Okay, anywho. So, I'm sitting on the bench, young version of me. Adult me is imagining young version of me sitting on the bench in my whole outfit, and I'm playing with my Play-Doh, and I'm, you know, wagging my feet, twirling my feet back and forth, dangling, there we go, dangling my feet back and forth, playing with my Play-Doh. So again, while, you know, imagining, adult me is walking up to kid me, and I say hi. And kid me looks up and says, hi, you're so pretty. And I was like, thank you, girl. You know, we the same person. And young me was like, oh, okay. But so I tell young me, you know, we're not going to have the easiest life. You know, a few times within your life, you're not going to feel protected, especially in our childhood. You're not going to feel protected. You won't feel loved. You won't feel supported. You won't feel, you won't have any affection shown to you. And even into adulthood, you know, it's not we don't have the easiest life. But eventually we get to this place and things get good. Things, you know, the days become brighter. You know, life isn't as hard as it was when you know, as it is when we are little. And, you know, I'm just telling myself, you know, I'm sorry that you're not getting the things that a child should receive from from any parent. But you know, when it's all said and done, you're going to be able to work through your issues. You're going to be able to work through everything you did not receive as a child. And when you become an adult, you actually are going to become the exact person that child us needed. And you know, and it's going to be okay. Like, it's all going to work out. And you know, I was like, you're going to have to survive some tough times by yourself, but when it's all said and done, you're going to make it. And little me looked up to adult me. You know, I'm imagining this. Little me looked up to adult me and said, but we're going to be okay, right? And adult me looked down to the child me and was like, yeah, baby, we're going to be just fine. It's all going to work out. We're going to be just fine. All the love, you know that I did not receive as a child, I make it a point to try to pour that into my kids. Like, everything I did not get, I don't want my kids to feel the same way. And you know, like, it was enough for me to go through it. They don't have to go through none of that stuff. They don't, you know, my kids would never know what it feels like to be not protected. To have a man coming into your room touching on you at night and you go tell your mom and she doesn't really care. My kid's not going to know that feeling. Or they're not going to know, you know, it's no food in the house because your mom spent all the money on drugs. So you just got to figure it out on your own. Like, it's just a lot of the things that I had to go through as a child that my kids definitely will never, ever have to go through. And I'm proud of myself for that. Like, I don't care if I got to applaud myself. I'm proud of myself for that. So, yeah, me and my therapist, we did that technique. And like I said, it was way more emotional for me, you know, because as I'm sitting there telling myself everything that I know my young self is lacking and not receiving and missing. But, you know, it just turned out to be that I had a lot of inner wounds or childhood wounds that I was completely unaware of. I didn't know they were still lingering on. And once we got done, you know, with this technique, it just honestly felt like a whole weight had been lifted. You know, like it just was like a type of feeling. So even like if you felt like you missed any or lacked anything in your childhood, whether it was attention, love, security, support, affection, just anything, whatever you feel like you lacked in childhood, do this method so adult you can tell child you know, it's going to be okay. Like, yeah, you didn't receive this, but it's going to be okay. We're going to, you know, we're going to get bigger. We're going to get older. And, you know, we're going to work through our issues and it's going to be okay. Like, adult me got you. Like, adult me has child me, you know. And also at the end of the technique, you know, again, I'm imagining this, but I hug my young self. And I just remember holding I know this sounds crazy, but holding my young head inside my hands and being like, girl, I love you so much. You know, I promise you, I love you. I love you like nobody else loves you. I love you like you are so beautiful. You're so smart. You're so talented. And, you know, I'm so grateful for you. And I'm just like boo-hooing, crying in this therapist's office because I'm talking to younger me. And it just feels so good. Like, it just feels so good to my spirit, to my being, that somebody eventually cared about younger me, you know? And so I hope that makes sense. Like, I hope I'm not sounding like I'm crazy or I'm like some wacko lady, but that technique really did help me a lot. So I encourage you guys to do it if you feel like you have childhood issues. I deeply encourage you to do this process and let me know how it works. And like I said, if you can't get there the first time, that's okay. Keep trying. You can do it. You can get there and you can do it. So if it doesn't work the first time, keep on trying. You can get there. I promise you, you can. So let me know how this method works out for you guys. As always, I appreciate you watching. I hope you subscribe, Feel free to like the video. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. I'm feeling, oh, also, I'm feeling real 90s with this hairdo. Okay, bye y'all.